Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. We continue our discussion on casting of glass. Uh, Casting of glass, the process is same as metal casting process, where the molten glass is poured into a mold and let it solidify, and we open the mold and remove the part. So this method is usually used for massive objects such as astronomical lens and mirror. After the cooling on solidifying, the piece must be finished by lapping and polishing. This is done in order to improve the surface quality of the glass. Uh, for the small lens, usually they use the pressing method instead of casting because more economical when we apply the pressing for the small part. Okay, for the production of a flat and tubular glass, the suitable process is rolling, float. Rolling and float process is used to produce the flat plate of glass, and for the tubular glass, the nerve process is a process method to produce the glass tube. Okay, in the rolling of flat plate, as you see from the figure, the glass is heat and change from a solid to the liquid state, and the molten glass will pass through the roller, and the gap between the roller determine the thickness of the plate, and then the plate glass will continue move to the left and go to the next process or heat treatment process. For the rolling of the glass, the finishing or secondary process can be applied, such as grinding and polishing, to improve the surface quality and the parallelism, also and the smoothness of the surface. For the float process, the name of the process itself determine the method of production. The molten, as you can see from the figures, show the float process. The molten glass will move to the or transfer to the molten tin. And what happened in this chamber? The molten glass will float above the surface of molten tin, and we can get the equal thickness of glass, and the plate glass will move to the left and go to the next process or annealing process, heat treatment process. Okay, the advantage of the float process and the advantage of float process compared to the rolling process is we can able to produce the high quality of the glass and very good surface quality and very good surface finish, and also we no grinding is required. It means that there is no secondary process. So if we can reduce the number of process, we can reduce the production cost. Okay, this is also show the float process. where the molten glass will move to the right and float above the molten tin, and then transfer to the uh, heat treatment process. Okay, and this figure show the drawing and rolling process of the glass. So the glass will move or draw upward and move to the left. And this case in figure B, the molten glass will pass through the roller and go to the right and move to the heat treatment process. So remember these two methods, either drawing or rolling. This method is used to produce the flat glass, and both of the methods allow the molten metal to pass through the roller. So means that the surface of the glass uh, needs to be further improved using the polishing or lapping to improve the surface quality. Okay, for the Daniell process, this is only a process suitable to produce the tube glass. In this figure show the production process of glass tube using the Daniell method. So here we have the rotating mandrel, and inside the rotating mandrel we have a small hole where the air will be blow and pass through this hole, and the molten glass will be supplied at the side of the rotating mandrel, and the glass will flow continuously, and the mandrel also rotating continuously with the supply of the air in order to produce the hollow section of the tube. Okay, this is also show the Daniell process uh, in producing the glass tube. Okay, we have the rotating mandrel. We have the mandrel in the container of the molten glass, and we have the opening, and the molten metal will go out, pass through the opening, and remember the mandrel here is used to produce the hollow section inside the tube. Okay, thank you very much. The next video we will discuss on the production of glass fiber.